What's up, everyone? How's it going? If you guys want to just tell me if the audio sounds good. I kind of had to switch something up last second, so I think audio should be fine, but I just want to make sure. So, kind of crazy day in the market. Obviously, a lot of red. I want to go through that. I want to talk about cryptocurrencies. I want to talk about what you guys want to talk about here today. And we'll just go through the questions here. So, this is kind of to get ready too for something that's coming to the channel tomorrow. So be on the lookout at 12 Eastern time. I'm coming on the channel with 3 other people. We have 3 crypto YouTubers, and they do stock market content too, coming on tomorrow. So it should be really interesting. It's gonna be the first episode tomorrow of the Money Morons, but we're going to have more of them over time. And it's going to become more professional over time too. We might make a separate channel for it too, kind of just setting everything up over the first, couple episodes here, but it's going to be cool. We're going to talk about crypto. We're going to talk about probably stock market, maybe income, stuff like that. So if you guys like that, definitely, follow the channel. Now, I think we should do something fun here today. So I think it would be fun if we did something like for every like we get, or something like that. Every like we get, I have to throw in $1 into Bitcoin or something. And that might not seem like a lot, but if we start getting a couple thousand likes or something like that, that'd be pretty cool. Or I could do some other crypto too. I really want to add more to Bitcoin right now because I think there's so many catalysts for it. So we have 26 people here watching now. I think it'll continue to tick up. If you guys don't mind just hitting the like button, let me know if you like that idea. Mike Izo says he smashed the like button. I appreciate that. Yeah, so smash that like button. Make me spend some money. Early on in the channel, for every new subscriber I had to buy $5 worth of stock. And I could only do that up to 1,000 subscribers. I stopped then. But if I did that now, there's no way I could do that. But I like the idea. Maybe if it's a lower amount, I'll buy an altcoin. And if it's a higher amount, I'll probably buy Ethereum / Bitcoin. I really want to add more to Bitcoin, like I said. So we'll get into that here in a second. Maybe I should post that. If people aren't hitting the like button, just tell them to make me spend some money on some crypto and to hit the like button. So we have a different comment as the pinned comment. Hopefully you guys can all see that. I'm just pulling it up on my phone, make sure everything looks good. So pretty exciting here. We're going to have a couple people on the stream. I see some people asking who it is. So we're going to have Tyler Hill. We're also going to have Connor Kenny, and then also Steven. So I forgot Steven's last name off the top of my head, but all of them cover like SafeMoon. All of them cover Bitcoin, Ethereum, that kind of stuff. Tyler's been doing penny stock stuff and has done that for a while. He's been around, I think, a little bit longer than the other two, but that will be interesting to see. Now, I'm just going to go through some of these questions, and feel free if you have questions on stock, ask me about stock. If you have questions on crypto, feel free to ask me about crypto, and we'll just kind of go along and see what kind of gets brought up here. So Meet George podcast says he would love to have me on his podcast sometime. Yeah, that'd be cool. Just send me an email. There should be an email underneath the video here, so send me an email. And if I don't respond or something, send me another one. Sometimes it goes to spam or something like that. How can we buy SafeMoon in Canada? So if you go on CoinMarketCap, they show you the different exchanges. I'm not sure what exchanges are available in Canada. So you might have to do some Googling, some searching for it. Most of the explanations are how to get it here in America. But I know there is someone that's British that has videos on it. I forgot her name, but she has videos on it. Also, Connor Kenny has videos on it. So I'm sure, and Connor Kenny is over in a different country too. He's British too, but lives in Dubai. So you might be able to figure out there from his videos. So look up Connor Kenny. What do I think about Cosmos? So this is one that I have not looked at very much. I'll pull it up here. So a lot of these smaller tokens and stuff, I'm still getting to know, because really until maybe a month or so ago, I had been looking just at Ethereum and Bitcoin. Really, I hadn't really looked too much into a lot of these other ones. let me pull it up on Coin Market Cap, and I'll show you it here so that you guys can actually see it. Okay. Just take me 1 second. I think I need to get a new MacBook too. This MacBook is not really meant for streaming, I think. But let's take a look here at Cosmos. So $25, it's up 8% today. Diluted market cap about 7 billion. Yeah, it's gone up a lot recently. Yeah. Pretty much 5x here in the last couple months. I guess that makes sense. Some have moved up very significantly recently. A lot of volume here on the buys. It stayed steady here though. Over the last couple months, it stayed right around the same level. I mean, I don't know much about it, so it builds itself as a project that involves some of the hardest problems facing the blockchain industry. It aims to offer an antidote or an antidote to slow, expensive, unscalable, and environmentally harmful proof of work protocols like those used by Bitcoin. So I'm guessing it's proof of stake. Is this just like another option in terms of like instead of Ethereum, or is this proof of work or proof of stake? I have to look more into this. Like I said, I'm just learning so much every single day. I'll have to do some more research into that one. Ethereum Classic has been running. What's the difference between Ethereum and Ethereum Classic? Yeah, so as I understand, they forked from each other. No, not too many people actually like Ethereum Classic, honestly. But I think Ethereum Classic is literally just going up because there's so many new people that don't understand the difference between Ethereum and Ethereum Classic. And they just see Ethereum Classic and they buy it. Or they think maybe, oh, it's like a less expensive version of Ethereum. So I think that is their main thinking behind it. But honestly, it shouldn't be moving up so much because it's running like crazy, and it has a smaller market cap. So that's a lot of the reason I think why it has been going up so much, because people think, oh, it's just Ethereum. And then even if only a tenth as many people that or like 10% of the people that want to buy Ethereum Classic thinking it's Ethereum, the market cap's only a tenth the size, so it can push up the price dramatically. Like, look at this. We should remember this for next time too. Next time there's a major run in Ethereum and a lot of people are getting into cryptocurrency, we should remember Ethereum Classic, because yeah, it just 5x'd like that. It just 5x'd. So really interesting to see. Who have guessed if you came up to me 2 weeks ago and said Ethereum Classic's gonna 5x in the next couple of weeks and have no reason for it, besides the fact that people think it's Ethereum? I wouldn't have believed it. But I guess there's a time and a place for everything. Would you sell crypto to buy stocks right now? Good question. So I would not sell crypto to buy stocks. Well, I guess I could. Let's say I'm in a situation where I have no cash on the sidelines. I could understand if you've been in some of these crypto projects that are really speculative, or just some other ones too, and you've gotten massive gains. Let's say you've gotten 100, 200, 300, 400, 500% gains, and maybe you don't even understand the project or they're really speculative or something. I could understand you wanting to take some profits and putting it in stocks. I think it depends on your risk tolerance, because a lot of these cryptocurrencies, I think, have greater potential than a lot of the stocks out there, like at least in terms of how high they can run. Like a cryptocurrency going up 100% isn't really that big a deal. When a stock does that, it's really a large move. Like if Palantir went up to $40, I think that would be much more significant than, and that's actually a lot smaller. But if that went up to $40, basically doubling from where it is now, that would be much more significant than Cardano going up to, $2, or $2.50, $3 and doubling. Even though Cardano's so much bigger, it's a $50 billion market cap as opposed to Palantir, which is 25. No, 40. It's like 35 to 40. So even though Cardano is a larger market cap, it wouldn't be as odd to see it double. That being said, though, it depends on your risk tolerance. Like if you're not okay seeing cryptos fall down 10 or 20%, and there are a lot of deals in the stock market right now. So I think it depends on what you're comfortable with. I'm personally not selling any right now just to buy stock. I'm actually buying more of stocks and cryptos at this point. Tang says he moved all his stock over to crypto. Yeah, it's hard. I know some people are doing that because there's just so much potential in crypto. You have 600 shares of NNDM at $8.70 a share. Looks like a discount today, and I can't imagine it going much lower. Yeah, so let's take a look at that because NNDM is very interesting. I almost feel like this is getting to almost no risk territory, and of course, there's always some risk. What was the acquisition they just had? So they just acquired a company. And I want to know how much they spent on it because I can't remember, but their net worth or their market cap is almost the same as the cash position that they have, depending on how much they acquired this for. I can't remember off the top of my head, so we'll pull it up here and take a look because they had 1.5 billion in cash. And last time it dropped to this level, it bounced off really well. So deep learning business. Okay, I don't want that. Okay, this should be it. Warpath. Okay. Has made 2 acquisitions in cash and stock. I guess I could just go to their investor presentation day too, or investor presentation page. That would probably be easier. 40 million in cash up front plus 30 million in NNDM stock. And then this company too, 27.5 million in cash, 32 in stock. So let's just say this is 20 or 30 million. This is 40. So 70 million. They should have like 1.4 billion in cash after this last quarter or after this quarter, and they're only at a market cap of 1.6 billion. So realistically, I'm just gonna pull out my calculator, see how much lower it could hit before it actually hits book value on this. 1.6 divided by 1.4, and then this number is 6.46 divided by it. Okay, they could fall down to about 5.7 where they're worth just what their cash is worth. So that would be really interesting. If they fall under 6, they're almost worth the same amount as their cash, but they have all the IP, they have the name behind it. That's worth something too. Honestly, I don't think this is a very high risk. Even in the market we're in, I don't think NNDM is high risk where it is now. I mean, it's basically worth what it is in cash. You're basically paying 200 million for the company itself and all the IP, all the connections, all that, and you're paying 1.4 billion in cash. So it's really not that expensive in my mind. So I can't tell you what to do, but that's what I'm thinking. Like NNDM seems like a deal right now. And I've been thinking about that for a while. Like last crash we had too, NNDM was falling a lot and it seemed like a pretty good value to me. I didn't pick it up, but then after that, it flew up from, what was that? Was it, I don't remember. Was that April that I'm thinking about? Yeah, it fell down to 664 and then went up 24%. So I almost feel like you could almost swing trade this. Now it could fall down like another 10 to 20% to get down to cash value. Actually, about 15%, I think, is where it would fall down to get to cash value. But is that worth the risk? Maybe, because it does have some star power behind it. You say you're also considering adding more skills or Palantir to the positions while they're cheap. BNGO is at a nice price as well. If I was to throw $2,500 at one of these stocks, which one would I buy? Okay, so that is a good question. I wanna hit on some of the stocks that I really like right now too, and I'm just pulling. I just want to pull this up to make sure. I'm sorry if I missed. I feel like I might have missed a super chat, but Kmart says, "What do I think about TurtleCoin?" Oh, interesting. I've never heard of TurtleCoin. I'll look at that, and then I'll tell you guys about some of the stocks I'm looking at here that I really want to purchase more of. And honestly, I should add NNDM to that list. I'm going to write it down here because I don't want to forget it. Because if it falls down much lower, it's very low risk. Like one of my biggest losers overall was actually a pretty good play, like SFTW. If you guys don't know SFTW, and then I'll go over TurtleCoin. SFTW is trading under net asset value. Many people would say this was a terrible investment. I bought the majority of it around 1020 to 1030. And since then, it's fallen down about 4% or so. But I bought this a while ago. And since then, the whole market has just fallen and fallen and fallen. So it's almost been a hedge. Like there's still upside to it, but I used it as a hedge. So if the market goes up, great. If this was actually before ARCX too. So this is a space company, or they're merging with a space company. And I thought, okay, if they're included in ARCX, that's going to be awesome for the stock. People are going to be hyped. If they're not included, oh well, it's fine. We might get some more upside as they get closer to merger. And since then, it's just fallen and fallen and fallen. But it's almost like a piggy bank with upside and limited downside. So last week, I actually sold it under net asset value because I sold it at like $9.95. And I went and bought some stocks that dipped. So honestly, I feel like these kinds of stocks are kind of interesting. This and NNDM. Just because there is that limited downside, there's still upside. But if you're looking somewhere to put money before you figure out where you really want to put it, it's not a terrible idea. But there are so many good prices right now. I don't think you really need to do that either, just because there are so many places to put money out there. So I don't think you necessarily have to wait on that. But let's take a look. I think we have to take a look at TurtleCoin. One moment here. And then I'll hit on some stocks that I want to talk about. Okay. TurtleCoin. Thank you for the donation too, by the way. By the way, if you guys want, there is a link to some free stock if you guys are interested on Webull. Great platform. I like using it a lot. Also, there's a link underneath the video to BlockFi in case you want an interest rate on your cryptocurrency. By the way, we have 136 people watching right now. If you guys don't mind hitting the like button, I'm gonna invest money into something depending on the number of likes we get. So I'm gonna invest in some kind of cryptocurrency by the end of this stream. I would love if you guys don't mind hitting the like button, make me spend some money on some crypto. So TurtleCoin, about $366 million market cap. So not very high. We have it being around for a while. Okay, so it's not a new coin. I get reached out to all the time about new coins. So 0.000875. It's gone down about 50% or so, maybe 60 to 70% less volume than it had. Let's see where most of the volume is coming, because that might tell us. Okay, most of it's coming from KuCoin, a little bit on CoinX too. Actually, no, sorry. Most of it's coming from CoinX, then a little bit from KuCoin. Okay, 24-hour trading volume. Yeah, they don't. Okay, it's a cryptocurrency. Users are able to generate Turtle through the process of mining. Okay, so maybe just it sounds similar to like a Bitcoin or something like that. Interesting. So it's not proof of work, it's proof of stake. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. The numbers don't look great on it just because it keeps on falling, and altcoins are generally going up right now. Like there's a lot of pressure, upwards pressure on these. We just saw SafeMoon actually turn around and start going up recently too, and that one was kind of lagging behind some of the other altcoins. But I'm guessing most people just don't know about it. It's not really easy to access, kind of thing. Yeah, so appreciate the donation there, but yeah, I don't know too much about it. So let's take a look at some of the stocks that I'm interested in, and then we can go into some SafeMoon stuff too, because I see some people wanting to know about SafeMoon and my thoughts and stuff. So right now, let's just look at this because it does look like it's moving around a good amount. the whole market is pretty much down. Like anything growth related besides BRXC, IIPR is doing well. It looks like. I wonder if do they have earnings or something like that? Okay, Tout Strong. Okay, so looks like they had earnings. Let's see what they have. So I own IIPR. It's a cannabis REIT. Net income was 20. Okay, their their revenue increased by 103% year over year to 42.3 or 42.9 million. Okay, net income for the same period was okay. So pretty good earnings, it looks like. Probably have to look more at that later. I do have their stock there, so I should pay more attention to that later. But overall, pretty rough day. I bought some Etsy yesterday after it fell. A rough day for TPGY too, man. Workhorse fell down a lot too. Workhorse going down under 10, going into single digits. Voyager Digital had a rough day. Pretty much everyone got hit hard. Anything growth related got smashed today. So the stocks that I'm looking to add more to, of course, I'm willing to add to anything that falls into a good enough territory. But let's take a look. So Etsy fell down to negative 15%. We have MP Materials, which fell negative 7%. I really want to add to Etsy. I just bought 6 shares yesterday, so $1,000 worth after it hit 170. So it was at like what, 190? It went down to 170. I bought it. Fell a little bit more today. MP Material is down 7%. I wouldn't mind adding more to it in this range. I think it fell down to 28 earlier in the 28s. We also have Coinbase going down to the mid 250s. Palantir fell under 19 today, or under 20 today. It was in the 19s. I wouldn't mind picking up more of them. They have earnings coming up. I like them long term. CLSK is going to report earnings tomorrow, and their Bitcoin miner, I really like them. Tattooed Chef, I really like them at the 16s. They announced that they're going to pretty much double revenue with a new acquisition that they paid a very small amount for. So they're going to add $200 million worth of revenue in the next couple of years because they're still going to have to ramp up a little bit on these two facilities. They have like 240 million or so this year that they're expecting. They acquired these two new companies for 35 million in cash, and the stock has gone down since then. So I don't know how you can make sense of that, except for it's a broad market sell-off. TDOC in the 150s, low 150s. It even went below 150 today. I like it. These other ones I would pick up if they fall down, but they're not really falling down. Peloton we have to pay attention to because they have earnings here. So let's actually look to see if they actually announced earnings or not. I wouldn't be surprised if they do that here soon. Okay, so I don't think that they have announced earnings yet. It probably will take a few more minutes, but we'll just get it ready here. Okay. Is this it? Do they already announce earnings? No, so this is okay, this is talk about their previous okay, this gives their expectations. So we need to remember this. Loss per share 12 cents, revenue 1.1 billion. That's the expectation. Okay, we'll wait though for this to start because it probably will take a little bit. If you guys want to update me in the comments when Peloton announces their earnings, I want to cover it here. And then TTOO also has their earnings here today. So I wouldn't mind looking at that too. But let's see. Can I talk about SafeBTC? I haven't heard about that at all, but maybe if enough people want to hear about it. Okay, let's see what else. And I'm just looking at my phone right now to see some comments. How much SafeMoon do I own? So it might come as a surprise to you guys. I don't own any. And before you give me flack, like people give me flack whether I own the crypto or not, because they're either saying that I'm pumping it because I own it and it's like a small speculative coin, or they give me flack for not owning it. I did a crypto portfolio reveal maybe a week ago, and I was very clear. I've been clear, I think, in every single or almost every single one of my videos. I'm not sure if I've remembered it in every video, but almost all of them for SafeMoon, at least at the beginning, I said I don't own it. So I don't own any SafeMoon actually as of now. I wouldn't mind picking some up though. I just want to wait for it to become available on something I already have. Honestly, I just don't have Pancake Swap yet. I was setting that up last night though, so I might buy some here, which is unfortunate because it is reaching all-time high, or it's running right now, I should say. What stock should I drop $100 in on Webull right now? Okay, so let me pull this up real quick. Okay, what do you guys think? Where should he put $100? So first of all, thank you for signing up with that link. Hopefully you're not trolling and using someone else's link. Just kidding. But okay, what do you guys think he should put $100 in right now? Of course, not financial advice, but let me know in the comments. I'm just looking at the ones that I want to add more to. I'm trying to figure out which one seems like the best deal here. Like, which one can you not pass up at the current values that it's sitting at? So, Peloton spiking a little bit after hours. I don't know if that's because of the earnings yet or because of something else. So I bought Peloton yesterday too. I bought some Peloton once it fell, and I bought it at 85. So we're right back at 85. It looks like it's pushing up now. Okay. Answer is Peloton, real quick. Just kidding, because you're probably not in there yet. But if I had $100, I'd probably be picking up some Tattooed Chef, maybe some Clean Spark, and some Palantir. Unless you just want to do it on one, then I guess it's your pick there. But I would buy one of those probably. Okay, a lot of people are talking about a SafeBTC. Okay, yeah. So with these, I don't know. Like, I don't want to call anyone out, but I never know if these are bots in here either. So if you're not a bot and you actually want to hear me talk about SafeBTC, because I've never heard about it, put SafeBTC with a thumbs up afterwards. Just give me that so I can tell that it's actually real. I have not bought BTC though. Okay, yeah. Some people are saying, okay. I'm scrolling through the comments here. Need to catch up. Yeah, Ethereum Classic's killing it. Okay. No bot. Someone's saying no bot. Yeah, but no one's giving me the SafeBTC with a thumbs up afterwards. Okay. So some people are okay. We'll take a look at it. Yeah, so yeah, Dave says in Etsy. Yeah, Etsy looks good at this price. Okay, TTOO. Okay, thank you guys. Okay, I can tell you guys are real. Now we have some SafeBTC with the thumbs up. Okay, sweet. TTOO also running up. So we will take a look at SafeBTC. I always just have to be careful, right? I don't want some bots in here trying to pump up something for us, right? So let's just pull up TTOO real quick. So we're going to take a look at it. We'll definitely take a look at SafeBTC though here. I just want to see TTOO. What's it doing? I do hold TTOO. Ooh, 26%. Okay. What did they announce? Okay. What did they announce? Oh, no. What? Okay, sorry, I'm having a rough time here on the old Webull. If you guys want a rough time on Webull, you can check out the link down below. Okay, so they had some news, but they're not showing it here. Let's look. TTOO. And we'll just pull up the last hour or so. So obviously running here. I've been holding this one for a long time. Looks like whatever it is, we're going to be a little bit late on it. So I'm guessing it's that the earnings per share came in a little bit lower or a little bit higher than people expected. First quarter 2021 revenue of $7 million, including product revenue of $4.7 million, representing growth of Okay, a significant amount. Okay. Increased U.S. sepsis test utilization by 85% compared to the prior year, resulting in a first quarter annualized test run rate of approximately 111,000 per legacy sepsis instrument. They sold 4 during the quarter. We set 3 corporate priorities: accelerating our sales, improving our operations, and advancing our pipeline. We're very pleased with our progress during the first quarter, which included 173% total revenue growth, 345% product revenue growth, and 85% sepsis test revenue growth. So just really strong numbers here. It looks like they had decrease in expenses. Net loss for the first quarter was 10.7 million, 7 cents per share. Okay, yeah, so I'm not sure what the expectations were on this, but it seems like they did pretty well. They continue to expect the same amount of revenue, which is going to be significantly higher than it was last year. So yeah, pretty good earnings there. I mean, I don't know what we can really expect out of stocks anymore. Stocks are crushing earnings and then they're just not getting any love, but that's pretty good. Let's see if Peloton is moving now, because they have earnings too. Okay, so they've come down a little bit. I don't know if they have actually reported. Let's see. Okay, so Peloton Interactive, and we'll get to BTC in a second here, or SafeBTC. Okay. Peloton. Okay, have to follow the link here. Should pull this up too on my phone so I can see what you guys are doing. Okay. Do you guys mind just hitting the like button for me? We're gonna be buying some stuff after this, so however many likes we have is what I will be buying. This is just their shareholder letter. Is this now? Is this today? I don't know. I think this is. Man, I just bought Peloton, so I don't know how they do. I don't know what quarter they're in actually. Saruav Kumar, appreciate the donation, man. Thank you. Okay. Okay, so I think this is. I don't know. Okay, we're gonna come back to Peloton. Apparently, we're gonna come back to it because I don't know how they report. Apparently, maybe I can pull it up on my phone. Everything's under a microscope when you're doing it on live here. Okay, so Peloton revenue surges as home workouts boom during lockdowns. Okay. It more than doubled as people snapped up its exercise bikes and treadmills to work outdoors. They had a revenue increase of 141% to 1.26 billion. Is this what we saw here? I think this might be. I'm just not used to seeing a whole letter or like a whole presentation that they just send out. And there's no date on it that I saw. Let's see. Yeah, so this is their actual earnings here. Man, that's kind of cool. That's how they do it. Okay. Okay, let's take a look at it then. Okay, Q3 ending connected fitness subscriptions grew 135% to over 2.08 million, and paid digital subscriptions grew 404% to approximately 1,000. Total members grew to over 5.4 million. Grew 141%. Connected fitness subscription workouts grew 239% to over 149.5 million, averaging 26 monthly workouts per connected fitness subscription versus 17.7 year ago period. Okay, gross margin was 35%. The loss was 8.6 million. So I believe, okay, so that's less than what they're expecting the loss to be. If I remember right, I think it was 12 cents loss, if I'm remembering, and they only had 3 cents. And I think did they beat on both? I think they did. So quarterly revenue grows significantly, like 20% quarter over quarter. Look at this, 20%. Connected fitness subscriptions goes up 25%. Connected fitness quarterly workouts goes up 50%. Oh my gosh. What do you want to bet the stock's going down right now? I don't have it pulled up here, but man. Okay, I'm going to have to dive into this deeper later. Let's see what the stock's actually doing right now. Okay, after hours. It is falling. Oh, man. Oh, it's falling. Okay, 1 second. That seems about right, doesn't it? Right? Just have it fall. Okay. Had to add some power here. Okay, so back here. Let's take a look. What else do we have here? We need to take a look at the coin, right? What's the coin called that we need to take a look at? SafeBTC. Okay. I know. A lot of people want SafeBTC. Let's take a look at it here. Because honestly, I haven't heard about it too much. Everyone's talking about Bonfire token, right? But I think those are bots actually. And there are probably some people that are actually interested in too. But I have like 15 comments on that token. And then I look and not too many people are watching videos on it on YouTube. So it makes me think that maybe it is bots. Okay. I don't think that's why I actually wanted. Is it SafeBTC? Okay. Whoa. SafeBTC token. It's not been coming up. Okay, let's look up this. Maybe. Do you guys know why nothing's coming up for me? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why nothing's coming up. Like, you would think, you search something up, it comes up. Someone asked, what do I think about Ethereum Classic? I don't really like it that much. I think it's only going up because people think it's Ethereum. Someone's saying website. Okay, what's the safebtc.com? Is it not even out there? Oh, it's not even a website, apparently. That's so strange when you Google, a lot of stuff comes up. Okay, let's try on a different browser maybe. I'll try it on Chrome instead. Okay, it worked. For some reason, Safari shuts it down. That's a little bit sketchy. That's a little bit weird. But okay, let me share my other screen real quick. Okay, so it's gonna look weird for a second because you'll see my stuff, but should be good in a second. I need to take down. Well, I'll just leave it up. So some people are saying they think it's bots, which I don't think it is bots now because I told everyone to put a thumb up if they're interested in it. So maybe there are some bots kind of leading the way, but I think this probably is a real thing that people are interested in, whether it's because of bots and people getting excited from it or because it actually is what's supposed to be. Okay, frictionless yield generating community token. Earn interest by holding it. So I've seen more companies now do this, something like what SafeMoon did. So let's see. Hopefully they don't have music. Oh, okay. Let's turn that off for a second. I don't want copyright issues or something like that on the channel. Okay, so SafeBitcoin.io. Click on buy SafeBTC. Okay, this is just how to buy it. Let's see. What else do you have to do though? Enter the amount you want to exchange. Okay. Yield generation protocol, 4% fee per transaction, 2% in liquidity and burn, 2% distributed. Okay, so it's 60% of the tokens have been burned. Interesting. So it sounds very similar to what SafeMoon's doing, right? We'll take a look at the price action here too. SafeBTC combines the safety of a store of value such as Bitcoin and the financial advantages of DeFi. Pre-sale has been completed. Okay. So it launched on March 23rd. I will say they were pretty soon thereafter SafeMoon. Okay, so the price is pretty low. Yeah, so the market cap, okay. I think this probably is, if this market cap is right, I think it is kind of scammy. No offense to anyone that's actually invested in it. Maybe it will do really well, but the market cap is so small. Like people think SafeMoon's a scam, and it is what? It's 500 times larger than this thing. So let's take a look at the price action real quick, and then we'll move on to something else. But yeah, it spiked up dramatically and then fell down. So maybe a rug pull or something like that. I don't love it. Honestly, if I was looking at this, I'd probably just buy SafeMoon instead. I mean, like, I don't know the wallet holders of this, but if you own $1 million of this, you could easily drop the price significantly just by trying to sell it. And I don't think it's really worth the risk. No offense to anyone that's invested, but I'd pick up SafeMoon before this because SafeMoon price, the SafeMoon market cap is just so much larger. Ooh, it's on Coinbase now. I don't know. Was this on Coinbase before? I don't remember it showing up on Coinbase. To be fair, I don't really use Coinbase. I always use CoinMarketCap, but I don't remember that being the case. The case there. So what else? Let's see the price action on this puppy, because it has been spiking throughout the day. Since I did that video earlier today, it's been going up pretty significantly. So when I did the video, it was around what here? Now it's up another 10-20% since then. So not too bad, not too bad. Okay. So I think there are some scammers probably, because I just looked at SafeBTC and people are still talking about it here. Like take a look at it. So okay. I'm gonna go back into some comments here so I make sure I check on what people are saying. Where can we buy SafeMoon? Is it a stock or a crypto? It's a crypto. It's an altcoin. You can buy it a couple different places. So I think how most people are buying it is still through PancakeSwap. There are a ton of videos out there on how to buy it. You can buy it on some other platforms too, but most people are using PancakeSwap. Workhorse, yeah, Workhorse fell a lot there, and we'll look at some stocks too in a moment. But TDoc, yeah, keeps on falling. I've been picking up more. TDoc is so cheap right now. I know. CLSK changed their earnings to tomorrow at 8 a.m. How high is my conviction? I like it. Now the thing is, this first quarter might not be what we want it to be. Like this first quarter, I think it's important for sure. But I don't know if it, let me just take this off 1 second. I don't know if the earnings will be fantastic because this is really the quarter that they're ramping up. So I feel strongly about it. That's good over the next year. But I don't know what it will do tomorrow by any means, especially with companies crushing earnings and then still not really doing well. Like the price action isn't good. So that's kind of how I'm thinking about it. I think it's going to be great long term, but what's going to happen tomorrow? No idea. Okay. What else? What else? Sorry, just blocking a few people here. Can I give more updates on LFMD and Sens? So with these, like I'm just talking about, well, I hold both of these still. When there are updates, I like to give them because I think they're still relevant, but there just hasn't been a lot of news on these. Like they've fallen and then they stayed low. And like there just hasn't been much news. So I give updates whenever there's news on these types of stocks and stuff. But for Sens, not too much news that I've seen recently. LifeMD, same thing since the short report. It's just stayed around that $8 to $10 range. So I'll give an update when there's some news, though. Someone says SafeBTC sounds like a scam. Yeah, a lot of people are willing to pay some prices to get bots, and these bots are pretty smart. And I'm not saying that the people in here necessarily bots, but there might be some people that have actually bought it now because they think it's got a lot of potential. And honestly, I haven't looked into it deep enough to see, what's going on with it. I don't know about the management team or anything like that. But just looking at how many people are writing about it in here, and looking at the price, even if they're not bots, it might just be people trying to push up the price a little bit. So that's just kind of my thinking. No offense to anyone that has it or anything. And even if you're like, oh, don't spread fear, uncertainty, and doubt, I don't think I am, because it's not like anyone watching this live stream that owns it is going to sell it now because of what I said. I mean, it's an $8 million market cap. Most likely, the only people that are talking about it here are the ones that actually own it and are trying to pump up the price. They're not going to say, oh, Sam's not going to talk about it. Or Sam thinks about it negatively, I'm going to go sell it or something like that. Any American cannabis other than Planet 13 you would recommend? I just really like Planet 13. I hold IIPR too, the REIT. The other ones I haven't looked into as much since the pandemic started. I like Planet 13. It's only one location now. They're going to increase revenues a lot over the next couple of years, and they're moving to California. They're opening their California location here soon. IIPR I still hold too. I don't know how long I'll hold IIPR. I'm still cautious about that one because if you guys don't know, they give funding to cannabis companies that can't get funding from banks. If it becomes legal, I don't know if I really want to hold on to it when banks are willing to lend to these companies, because that kind of takes out part of the reason that you would have it in the first place. Yeah, so that's kind of my thinking on that. Someone says SafeMoon's never been on Coinbase. Okay, interesting. Okay, compare the Coinbase price of SafeMoon and their live price from their website. The price is way off. Yeah, so on their website, they're still updating that. I'm not sure what the price is on their website right now, but I'd say they have been updating that. They didn't have the number of holders correct either. They talked about that in their AMA. They're upgrading the website, so that's probably what it is. It's probably just delayed. Marcos, thank you for the donation here, or for the super chat. What do I think about BFI and AEI? Thanks for the ENT. Okay, so BFI and AEI. I don't know what those are. We'll pull them up here. British Film Institute? Is that what it is? Or BurgerFi? Oh, okay. Let me pull up their website here. I don't know too much about them, honestly. Gourmet hamburger restaurant, hot dogs, fries. So they're 200 million. They're still small. We're finding the way the world eats burgers. So what makes them different, I guess? Yeah, I don't know. It's just a restaurant chain? Yeah, I'd have to take a look at how quickly they're growing, I guess. Because I have no idea about this one, I guess. I haven't really ever thought about it or had anyone ask about it either. I'm not even sure if they'll have their financials. Some of the time with these smaller companies, they don't have their financials. Question is, will the Mac bring it up? Okay, so total revenues was about the same. Gross profit about the same. Yeah, yeah, I don't know. They have positive net income according to this. That's a good sign. A lot of these smaller companies don't. And then I'll look up AEI too. Then we'll have to go back to the sticks here. Take a look at what's moving right now after hours here. So just a small market cap here. Aris Environmental Company. Okay. Yeah, I don't know much about this one either. Like I'm happy to talk about some bigger ones too, but yeah, I haven't heard about this one at all. Let's look at the 6 months. Just falling and falling and falling. 75% down. It's in Australia. Yeah, interesting. I don't know. Okay, let's take a look at the sticks here. See what is going on. And let me just take this off real quick. Okay, so after hours, the stocks I actually want to buy, MP Materials going up 4%. Probably I don't know if they have any news. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like no news there. I'll put it up on my phone. So if you guys didn't know, it's pretty nice on Webull. They actually give you the top news, and you can see it right right under the stock. So that's kind of nice. It went up way more than 4%. It was up to almost $32. Oh, wow. They just had their earnings. Okay. We need to take a look at MP Materials. I didn't realize that they had their earnings today. Okay, some stocks are actually moving up after hours. Okay, let's look at the preview first. And then we'll pull up what they actually did. EPS estimate is 8 cents. Revenue 44.5. Okay. 8 cents, 44.5. If my computer will load, we can get on here. Okay, investor news here. Let's see. Okay, revenue 60 million instead of 44.5. So they beat by 35% or so. Net income increased to 16.1 million. I'm not sure what that is earnings per share wise. Okay, maybe they'll show on my phone actually because I have this pulled up. No. Okay. Okay, we'll have to take a look at the net income later, but our solid first quarter results demonstrate our continued growth, strong operational execution, along with the upside our business has from higher rare earth prices. Their revenues nearly tripled and adjusted EBITDA increased over 6 times compared to last year's first quarter. Man, that is huge. EBITDA grew year over year to 33 million. Net income was 16 million. You know what? I can probably just Google the amount of shares out there, or we can figure it out from the market cap. Let me just pull it up here on my phone. So pretty good numbers here, though. I like seeing this as a shareholder of MP Materials. If you guys don't know, they have rare earth materials, and and it's really important for all of our technology here to have rare earth materials. So I think they crushed it. Yeah, so they had GAAP EPS of 9 cents, according to Seeking Alpha, and that beats the 2 cents estimate. They had huge revenue. They beat on both, which is great. Nice. I like it. Cannot complain on that. Coinbase still, negative for the day, about sideways after hours. Peloton falling significantly after earnings here. Okay. Post unexpected loss. Stock falls in late trading. Okay, we need to pull that up. Maybe I missed that. I'm not even subscribed to Market Watch. I have Seeking Alpha, not Market Watch. Ugh. Don't you guys hate that? The money grabs here. Okay, we'll just have to pull it up a different way. I'm curious if we just missed it. Okay. I have to listen to this conference call later. Okay. Oh, so yeah, we saw this. Net loss was 3 cents per share. Were they expecting a slight beat or slight positive? I thought it was slight negative, but maybe I had that wrong. I can't remember what they were expecting here. I'll pull it up here. Peloton earnings. Because we looked at that earlier. What to expect? Okay. Analysts expect Peloton to report a net loss of 12 cents per share, with sales hitting 1.12 billion. And they crushed that, unless I'm missing something. That was much better than we expected. I don't know. What do you guys think? Is there something I'm missing here? Marcos, thanks for the entertainment. AEI, All Satellite Homes Intel. It's a smart home company. Okay, interesting. I'll pull it up now that I see that here. Thanks for the extra super chat here. Okay, we'll pull it up here. All set homes international. Okay. Yeah, we'll pull it up. Stock price and everything. So this is not the same one I was looking at before, but market cap 72. Smart homes company. Do you guys use Yahoo Finance? I really don't like it. It's so slow here. All set homes stock. Okay, we'll just pull it up here. So spiked all the way up to 27, fell back down to 70%. It fell down. In Maryland. Yeah, so this one I've never heard of, but they had a net profit of 45. Is that 45 million? No, that can't be. It's way too small. Yeah, I might have to do some more. Might have to do some more research on this one. Oh, they had Impact Biomedical. They had a biomedical arm and they sold it. Okay, so that maybe makes more sense. Okay. Yeah, might have to look into that a little bit more there. Okay, what else is moving after hours? We'll take a look. So T2 up 15%. It was up higher earlier. It was what up? It was up like 30% or so. Yeah, so Zed says that you love Cardano. I've heard Sam talk about it before. Yeah, so I own Cardano. That's my largest cryptocurrency holding besides Ethereum and Bitcoin. Yeah, Peloton has a massive recall going on. That's true. That's why I bought it yesterday, because they announced that massive recall and it fell a lot. What's my opinion on SafeMoon hitting 1 cent within the next 3 years? I think it's unlikely, to be honest with you. I don't remember exactly how much it would have to go up. I've done a video on it before, though. I talked about it. So let's see how many decimal places it has to move up. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 10, 100, 1,000, 10,000. It would have to go up 10,000x. Is that right? So it would have to have a massive market cap. Now, of course, there are tokens that are burned all the time. So let's say the 4.3 billion is only really like 2.5 billion or so because of the burned tokens. And then you'd have to go up 10,000 from there. It would have to reach a market cap that's in the tens of trillions. I don't think it's likely to happen, to be honest. I mean, we have Bitcoin, which is at $1 trillion now. It'd have to be 25 times bigger than Bitcoin. I don't think it's likely, but who knows 10 years, 20 years from now, how much crypto has taken over. And if it's the third or fourth crypto by then, maybe, I guess. But I think it's unlikely. And there's going to be burning the whole time too. So I guess there's that chance too. But I don't know. That's hard for me to wrap my head around, to be honest with you. I know some people are talking about, someone was talking about how Dogecoin could hit 3,000, and it was like a TikTok finance person. I don't see that happening. No offense to all the Doge lovers in here, but it's not going up 6,000x from here. Just too high. Oh, and you said in the next 3 years too. No way in the next 3 years. I like SafeMoon as much as the next person, but no way it's gonna go up. What, 10,000x? Well, no, it would be 1,000x, I think, because otherwise it would be 7 cents. Yeah, I don't think it's going up 1,000x in the next couple of years, because like I said, it would have to be 2.5 times the size of Bitcoin. Not likely. Yeah, someone says maybe 0.001 or 0.0001. Yeah, that would be more likely, to be honest. I mean, obviously that'd be more likely, but yeah, that would be like a 100x, a little bit less than that. Like man, the math live with all these decimals is tough. So it would be this one, and we'd have to go up 10x, and then like 15 to get it above there. So yeah, I mean, it could 15x in the next however many years, but remember that's still a large market cap. That would put it like in the top 5 or 10 market caps as of now. Now, of course, there's going to be a lot more money flowing to the space, in my opinion, over the coming years. Let's take a look at what's happening overall in crypto right now. Quick thing though, in case you guys want to trade a lot of these cryptos, there is a link in the video description to Voyager. They're who I use for my altcoins, and they do give you 25% bonus or 25 Bitcoin when you sign up and start trading there with $100 or more. Like, these are all my low deposits. I don't know if you can see it, but it does pay pretty quickly usually after you fund the account, which is nice. And like, that's where I hold Doge, Cardano, Polkadot, Uniswap, those kinds of coins, and they pay an interest rate on a lot of those too. Now, where I keep the majority of my crypto is actually BlockFi. So some people, I think, would probably be confused why I hold on 2 different platforms. I think they're good for different things. So with BlockFi, you can get loans from your crypto, which is really nice, because if crypto 10x's from here and I have what, $400,000, $500,000 in Ethereum and Bitcoin. I don't want to have to sell it to get access to it, because maybe I will sell part of it or take profits or something. I don't know. Actually, I won't probably, but I think it's a different situation when we're there. But maybe I want access to some of that money. You can get a loan from it or a line from it, so you can actually have access to it without selling it and having to take the tax implications of it at that point, which I think is really nice. And they pay an interest rate and give you a bonus too. And they're just a little bit bigger, more established than Voyager. But I like Voyager too. I like using them for all of the other crypto coins. And they just announced they're actually going to have stocks on their platform here soon that you can buy with crypto. So that's going to be kind of out there. That's going to be kind of crazy when we're like, okay, I want to buy one share Palantir with 50 Doge or something. Like, that's going to be a little bit weird, but it is interesting. I don't know what they plan on. They said that they're going to allow it with crypto, but maybe they're talking more like stable coins. Maybe that's what they're looking for, because otherwise I think that would be confusing. But what I've been doing too is I've been keeping money in both these apps, and it earns an interest rate. On BlockFi, it's like 10%. On Voyager, I think it's 7 or 9%. And I just wait there for some dips, and then I put it over into the cryptocurrency that I wanted in after we see a nice dip. So I've been thinking about doing that with Bitcoin all day. And I get the 10% APY that just pays monthly. And if I don't actually buy something with it, then it just sits there and gains interest much more than it would in a bank account. And if there is a good buying opportunity, then I have it there to go buy, and I don't have to try to get funds in there and then it's not ready, or it is ready, or something like that. But BlockFi does give instant access to funds. I believe Voyager does too. But I know on Webull, there are certain things you can and can't do before your funds have settled. Like, you can't buy options, I think, before your funds have settled there. But we have Bitcoin around 56,000. Ethereum was higher. So this was pushing 3,600, close to 3,600 like an hour ago, I think. Dogecoin sitting around that 60 cents, still just consolidating over the last couple of days. Binance hasn't really moved too much. Cardano made a nice move last night. So I actually bought 500 Cardano yesterday at like 147, and now it's gone up. Very nice. I have 800 Cardano now. I've been thinking for a while I needed to add more, and I wanted to buy some when it was around $1, but I just didn't know enough about Cardano. I've been learning about it to increase my conviction, and felt pretty strongly about it. Bought more yesterday, and now it's up a decent amount, which is nice. So overall, I have about, how much in this portfolio? 1,900, 1,800 in my portfolio at Voyager, and then like 40,000 in Ethereum and Bitcoin on BlockFi, and then another 10,000 in stablecoin on there. So I am pretty heavily invested in crypto. And then I have a lot of crypto stocks too. I have like almost 10K in crypto stocks. So I'm pretty invested in the cryptos now. Okay, let's get back to some questions. If you guys want, feel free to ask some questions here. By the way, just a reminder, however many likes we have on this video, I'm going to go be buying some type of crypto with that amount of likes. So I was hoping for maybe a couple thousand so I could buy a couple $1,000s worth. Maybe I'll do a multiple or something if we don't have enough likes, or I'll just invest more, but we'll do that towards the end. Someone says, you mean TikTok is now a reliable source for financial information? Yeah, it's surprising, isn't it? Yeah, I totally agree. Not the best place, but some people don't realize it, and young people are on there and they get swindled. I think sometimes they're thinking, oh, I can, 6,000x my Dogecoin. No, probably not. Okay, so someone asked about Refinable. Yeah, Refinable's down today. I'm still holding mine. I bought in at $2.70. This is a long-term play, though. I mean, crypto is very volatile, so and so I'm gonna keep on holding it. But yeah, it fell a lot today and then came back up, hit some support there. Okay. Someone says Bonfire. Check out Bonfire. Okay. So let's see. What else do we have here? Where can you buy SafeMoon? So there are a handful of videos on it where to buy it. Most people buy it on PancakeSwap. I'm forgetting a lot of the advantages the coin has. Exchange to come, wallet, learning program, and a lot more to use every time. Yeah, I mean, they have a lot of big catalysts coming, but you have to remember like what hitting 1 cent for some people seems like not that much, but they would have to move a lot. Like the amount of money that would have to flow into it would be huge. I'm not saying that's impossible by any means. Anything's possible. I mean, look at Dogecoin. But if it goes up to Dogecoin, and I don't know, I don't believe this is the right market cap because this doesn't account for the burn wallet, I don't believe. So let's say it's actually at 2.5 billion. To get up to Dogecoin, it would have to 30x. So that would be kind of crazy, right? Everyone thinks everything that's happening with Dogecoin is kind of insane, how much it's moving. But to get to 1 cent, I mean, you're talking about thousands X's. So 10x, 100x, 1000x, 1500x. You'd have to 1500x from here. So that would be a $3 or $4 trillion, even if you break this market cap down to like what's actually out there. You'd have to have a $4 trillion market cap. I don't think it's going to quadruple. I don't think it's going to quadruple Bitcoin. Now, they have some stuff coming, but you have to realize that would put them like at the size of Amazon plus Apple. So kind of out there. It'll be 2 times the size of the entire cryptocurrency market. So I don't think it's likely. I'm just being honest. I'm not saying that you can't do really well in it. I'm just saying, I don't think you can start saying that it's gonna 10 or 1500x from here. Yeah. So TTO reported, and they had really good earnings. What about Ethereum Classic? Again, I think it's just going up because people think it's Ethereum. Is Doge going to $1? If I was a betting man, I would say yes, which I guess I am because I'm in the stock market and the cryptocurrency market. Educated guesses. So if I had to guess, I think it probably is going to $1. The question is when. But I think there are better opportunities that are less risk in crypto. But yeah, I would say I would assume that it would continue running. Now, I thought it would run today too. And I've been saying to people, hey, if you really want to get out, like you shouldn't do it Saturday because everyone's talking about, oh, I'll just sell it Saturday morning before SNL. I said in my video a couple days ago, I wouldn't even sell it Friday because all the people that are, thinking that they're going to sell it Friday and beat that, the crowd that's going to sell it on Saturday. I think I said that I would sell it Thursday, and maybe that's what we're seeing today because it fell down from 69 cents to 60 cents. We're getting hammered in the market. I know it's tough today. Looking to Chainlink. Yeah, so I'm doing research on that now too. Thoughts on time and FRSX. So I do hold time, just a lot of potential catalysts for it going forward, but I'm not like buying more actively. I've held it for a while. And same thing with FRSX. I'm just holding it, catalyst coming, but I'm not planning on buying a ton more right now. I'm sticking with those smaller stocks I had, and I'm just holding them for a while because a lot of these catalysts were kind of a far way out, and that's when the market was hot. So now it seems like a long time to wait, but just gonna have to wait for some of those. Okay. What do I think about Cardano? I like it. I think if something's going to beat Ethereum, well, there are a couple different runners for Ethereum, runners up to Ethereum right now. but I think Cardano could do pretty well. I believe the CEO was one of the co-founders of Ethereum too. So it's going to be interesting. I think it's worth an asset, some allocation in your crypto portfolio. Now, of course, this is not financial advice or anything like that, but I think it is worth some allocation in a portfolio if you're willing to take that little risk. Because I think it has probably a little bit more upside potential, but also more risk than something like Ethereum. Still, just not many tokens are built on it yet, or many layers to it yet. And it's slow moving, but with what they're trying to do and with the gas fees for Ethereum still, now if Ethereum 2.0 comes out, it's going to kind of change the game. That's why I hold most of my portfolio is in Ethereum for crypto. Like, well, it was 50-50 Bitcoin and Ethereum. Actually, Bitcoin was a little bit higher, and then Ethereum has over doubled for me because I was doing the math today because BlockFi doesn't do it. My average price is $1,500. Like, I don't think I bought since $1,800 or something. And I really should have averaged up. I'm still thinking about buying more now, but yeah, I was buying under 1,000 at one point. But Ethereum 60%, Bitcoin's like 55 or 45. What is that? 60%, and then 38% is Bitcoin probably. No, that's not even right. Just a little bit more is Ethereum, and then I have a little bit less Bitcoin, and then I have like 2% towards Cardano, and then barely any in some of these other altcoins. Now, I do have that Fine token. I have like $300 in that. Okay. Oh yeah, someone says I keep on forgetting about the tokens being burned. Yeah, so that's hard to account for, right? Then you're accounting for so then you're accounting for the volume that's being traded, which is the tough part, right? I mean, how are you gonna break down the numbers of tokens that are gonna be burned? But yeah, that's a good point. Let's say 90% of the tokens are burned, so there's 10% of the supply. It'd still have to go up like 150x, and then instead of 1500x over the next couple of years, because the question originally was how much can it go up in the next 3 years. So that's kind of my thinking. It's going to take time. It could happen. I'm not going to say it can't, but again, like billions and billions, tens of billions of dollars would still have to flow into it. More like hundreds of billions, even with high burn. I mean, we're talking about like a 1500x, which is insane because it's already worth billions. I mean, you don't see that very often or ever. I mean, nothing's worth, 4 trillion now, but okay. I'm still new, about 5 weeks into coin, made good profit. What I don't understand is why can't SafeMoon hit 1 cent versus Venus can go from $2 to $125. Is it due to company types? I don't know what Venus is, but you're like in one of those, you're talking about a 50x, and SafeMoon, you're talking about a 10,000x or a 1500x. So I don't know. Part of it too is how big was Venus when it came, or when it was at $2. I'm guessing it wasn't probably worth as much as SafeMoon is now. So you have to take a look at, like, it's much easier to go from 1 million up to 1 billion than it is from 1 billion up to 1 trillion. That is much more difficult. So that's kind of how I think about it. Ethereum Classic. Yep. Ethereum Classic. How long will I hold Palantir? A long time. I don't plan on selling it. Like, my only question is whether I'm buying more and how much I'm buying. That's the case for a lot of these stocks right now. Like a lot of these stocks are just down so significantly. I'm not getting scared or anything like that. I'd love to add more to them. So MP Materials is up, good earnings. TTO is up, but let's take a look at some of the ones that are down right now. We have Teladoc, which fell even more. Shift, which fell. BRXC. Most of the time when I'm looking at these, okay, so Peloton's still down too because of their earnings. Most of the time when I look at these, I'm just thinking, okay, if it keeps on falling, since I'm really well diversified, like I probably have too much diversification, if anything. I think, okay, if it falls down much more, I'll just like add 50%. to my allocation. I'll just buy a lot more, and then I'll have a great price. And then when it goes up back to old levels or even past that, I'll be a happy camper. But I realized some people have a lot more money in the market as opposed to money sitting on the sidelines. Like I have a decent amount sitting on the sidelines. I'm probably 20% cash. And part of it's difficult because it's hard with my taxes. I don't know what I'm going to pay in taxes, so I have to keep money set aside for it. So that's kind of the difficult part too. Check Elon Starship, bro. Just launch on Dex. Elos, she's blasting off. Get in well, cheap. Huh. Interesting. Can you donate some crypto to chat? I don't think so. I wish. That would be cool. We need to talk to YouTube about that. Maybe that could be something they could do in the future. I don't think they have the capabilities of doing that now. But yeah, if you could just send crypto, that would be so cool. People sending like a billion SafeMoon or something. It's like a couple bucks, but like a billion SafeMoon 0.00001 Bitcoin and stuff like that. That'd be cool. But you can send dollars. That's what you can do if you want, but you don't have to. Doge profits are coming into SafeMoon. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I did a video on Bitcoin earlier today, and I was talking about like a lot of positive news for Bitcoin. The theory is that people are actually going to have access to Bitcoin through their bank accounts here soon. And I don't know how likely that is to happen, how long that would take to happen, but people will literally go in, be able to buy Bitcoin in their bank accounts and hold that instead of US dollars. But that's something that's happening right now. And I talked about in that video how the whole crypto market's gone up 50% over the last 1.5 to 2 months. Bitcoin has stayed the exact same. So people are throwing money at all these altcoins. And I've heard so many people talk about that. Exactly what you're saying, Jim, which is they're going to take their profits and throw it back into Bitcoin or throw it into Ethereum. Now you're talking about throwing it in SafeMoon, and I agree. Some people are probably doing that. Can you be my financial advisor? No, I cannot. But there is a link down there to Patreon if you want to know what I'm buying and selling. I can't give advice, but I can tell you what I'm doing. There's like 2,800 other people in there too, in case you want to like ask questions about whatever throughout the day. People are always in there asking about stocks and cryptos and stuff. Okay. Ooh, they have okay. Peloton has a shareholder alert. Okay. Yeah, this name here, Weaslow, that sounds very familiar. I think it's probably one of the ambulance chasing companies, like the law firms that just go and investigate these. I think if anything, that would be a buying opportunity, honestly. Like it could turn out negative, like a lot of these can. I'm not giving financial advice, don't listen to me, all that kind of stuff. But a lot of the time, these are just BS. Like they're just trying to chase money, or they even get a little bit of money. But the stock reacts so poorly to it that it's a good buying opportunity. Is SafeMoon safe? Well, it's SafeMoon, so I guess so. But they just passed their audit the other day. There were some things that got brought up in their audit, and I'm sure that they'll address them here soon. But yeah, I mean, they passed the audit. And that company that audited them works with a lot of large companies. What do I think about Microvision stock? And also about Fine and Binance market situation. Appreciate that. Thank you for saying hello from Lithuania. So Microvision, I'm not getting in on it. It's honestly probably like a trader's perfect dream scenario. It seems like every single day the thing goes up 20, 30%, and then it goes the opposite direction the next day. I'm not jumping in on it. I think there are a lot of other stocks that I'd rather buy. The Fine versus Binance NFT market situation is interesting. So that was really weird that Binance announced that they're going to have this marketplace the same day that Fine was coming out. My thought process behind it was that they just saw, or they were probably an early investor in Fine Refinable, and they they probably saw the NFT space blow up and they're like, okay, I want a little piece of it though. So then they started their own exchange. I'm not sure why they would talk about it on the same day though as one of their investments goes public. That seems odd to me. I'm thinking about selling all my stocks and going all in on Voyager Digital. It seems so cheap and I find it hard to see how it can fail in the long term. Well, Tiger, I would say not financial advice, but you have to be cautious about going all in on one stock because imagine the crypto market falls. Voyager Digital will probably fall too. So just be careful. Like I like Voyager Digital. I hold them as a stock. I use them as a platform. But anything can happen to one company. I mean, look at Peloton. You could have said like 6 months ago, hey, I'm going to go all in on Peloton, and that falls 50%. What do I think about EXPI? I have to do more research on that one. I have I know a lot of people talk about it and a lot of people like it, but I haven't looked into it as much as other people. Where do I see JHVI in 2 to 3 years? Hopefully using their technology for insurance. I think they could be huge in that. Now, I don't know what kind of revenues we could expect from them 2 to 3 years from now. I think a lot of the SPAC reports were kind of BS, like they just threw out projections that you couldn't really substantiate, but hopefully it does quite well. Thanks for taking my question, Sam. Cardano is an incredibly well thought out and well constructed coin. So yeah, they do everything with like peer reviews and stuff. Like they're very research oriented, as opposed to a lot of other cryptocurrencies which just come out and then they try to fix it after they come out, after problems get brought up. So I think what they're doing is good. It's just a little bit slow moving too, which is good and bad. Yeah, SafeMoon already proved that they're legit. They're here to stay. Price target for SafeMoon in the next few days. That's a good question. I think it depends, right? If Dogecoin gets pumped up, people are going to draw probably out of SafeMoon a little bit, throw at Dogecoin, and vice versa. That being said, SafeMoon is moving up pretty quickly. So that's actually a really good sign. More people will look it up. We saw that last time, right? It's kind of like a self-fulfilling prophecy, and it just kind of is a snowball effect where it goes up. More people hear about it. It goes up more. And there's a point where it can't really do that much more. Like if Dogecoin was at $2 or $3 right now, I don't know how much it could go further up because mostly everyone has heard about it anyways. I think it would be more like people taking profits. But at this point, it's still SafeMoon's just worth a couple billion. And a lot of people, if you went up to someone on the street, you went up to 100 or 1,000 people on the street, they wouldn't know what SafeMoon is. Thank you makes sense. I'm here to learn, even if I disagree or agree. You got to sub and like. Appreciate that. Thank you. I'll just have you guys know for every like I get, I'm going to be buying something. I'm going to be buying $1, $2, whatever we decide on of something at the end of the stream. We'll probably wrap it up here too soon because I probably will make another video here. What do you think about EXPI? Yeah, so same thing I said. I need to do a little bit more research on it. I need to move down the screen a little bit too because I've been back about 10 minutes. Do I own Dogecoin? Yes, just a small amount though. What is your idea on how long this recession will take? I think so. If I remember right, my definitions right, I think recession though is based on GDP, right? So I don't think we're necessarily in a recession anymore or at all. I'm guessing you're talking about more like a market correction. However, the general markets are doing really well. It's the growth sector. There's no buying pressure from big money right now. How long do I think that's going to take? A while, I think. Like maybe like a couple months. I think the inflation data is going to be really important next week. What we're getting now is we're getting an extended period of time to buy stocks at good values, I think. So the question is just what do you want to buy? What do you feel the highest conviction about? ABML ready for time for another run? Yeah, hopefully. I still hold it. That's a really long-term play though, battery recycling. What do I think about Ethereum? Is it a buy? Yeah, I like Ethereum a lot. I still like Ethereum. Sam, what's your thought on low float stocks such as ALPP? Let me pull up what ALPP is. Yeah, so I mean, low float. I know that a lot of people have been targeting low float stocks, like in Wall Street bets, because they have that large upside potential where they can just get squeezed. I don't know what that particular stock is being. I don't know what it's being shorted at, but if it's low float, high short, could explode then. Well, ARK K explode tomorrow. Guess it depends on how the market does. If you want to be completely sold on ADA Cardano, check out its CEO interview with Real Vision. He was one of the most impressive and eloquent individuals. Interesting. Yeah. So I might have to take a look at that. I was listening to an interview of his the other day with Dave Lee of Dave Lee Investing. Buying more of TDOC. Not today, but I bought some yesterday or the day before. Do I have Doge? Yes, I do have Doge, but not a lot. What makes me secure or confident about SafeMoon? Ryan, they passed their audit. And that's a really well-known company that audited them. I think the management team is there, right? They go on AMAs every single week. They listen to the community. They like change to be what the community wants to see. Now, I have no affiliation with them at all. I don't even hold SafeMoon either. But I think that what they're trying to do is they're trying to create a coin that does really well. Would it be good for them for there to be some scandal or a rug pull or a drop or some kind of scandal? No, because they probably hold some of the coin. I mean, I don't think they hold a majority of it, but they probably hold some of it. So they want it to do well. So I don't know why they wouldn't be trying their hardest to do exactly what they're doing, which is to grow as quickly as possible, up list to every exchange. I like what they're doing overall. And I think the mechanics behind the tokenomics is really cool. I think that's awesome. And we see so many people trying to follow it now. And whether they follow it because they think it's actually good or they're following it because of SafeMoon's success, either way, there are people trying to do the same thing that they're doing now. Does Coinbase have a competitive advantage? So that's a good question. I think most people know what Coinbase is. I don't think many people know what Binance is, and I don't know if that's because of how much they're marketing. I don't watch TV, and I have YouTube Premium, so I don't see ads very much. I heard that they were advertising on YouTube, and I could be wrong. Coinbase was, but one thing that I liked about Coinbase, the only reason I started using it was because they gave free crypto for watching videos. So I got on their platform because it was like, oh, you can win $2 worth of Cardano for watching a video. And I was actually selling all the crypto. This is like a couple of years ago. I was selling all the crypto I was earning just to put in my bank account. And it was like, okay, watch a 30-second video, answer a question, get $2. Like, I'll do that. I was just like hanging out outside in the summer, earning some Cardano. So I don't know if they necessarily have a competitive advantage. They do hold a lot of different coins. They have wide appeal. They offer those kinds of things that, I mean, other companies could do that too. I think the whole space is just growing a lot, which is why it's being valued pretty highly. I mean, now I don't think it's being valued highly. I think it's a pretty good value, actually, if you're looking at the stock, but it's fallen down a lot. Okay, what else do we have here? What's my price prediction for Bitcoin by December? Enrique, that's the question, isn't it? I constantly run into I have this argument in my head. I think I should be putting more into Bitcoin. Honestly, I think I should be putting more into Bitcoin, and I'm not. So right now, okay, we'll pull up Coin Market Cap instead. Right Right now I have 3/10 of a Bitcoin, like $17,000 worth of Bitcoin. I think with the news I talked about today, which is that it could hit bank accounts, with more institutions buying, with more attention on it than ever, with this huge influx of money into the crypto market, but then not into Bitcoin. And a lot of people talk about putting their profits in Bitcoin. And I'm sure some people will just take it out, but a lot of people I think will put it in Bitcoin. I would expect we could be up in the six-figure range. Whether that's 100 or 150, that's hard to know, because honestly, if you think about it, and I always have this problem where I think, okay, it was a long time ago that it went up, or like I overestimate how long things have been. Like I think it's a couple months ago, but it was like a month ago. If we look back at the beginning of the year, we were at under 30,000. We had never seen 30,000. If we look a month before that, we were at half that, 18,000, 19,000. A couple days before that, we were at 14. So it can rise real quick. I mean, even if we just go from where we were at the beginning of the year to where we are now, that's 25K. We could easily do that over the next couple months, especially if inflation fears really hit because of the CPI data. That might be something where a lot of big companies are saying, hey, there's rampant inflation and Bitcoin is actually staying steady or going up. I think some companies will be interested in that. So it's hard to tell exactly where it'll go. I think six figures plus, but I constantly think I should be putting more into it. But I haven't put any in the last, since it hit 47. When it hit 47, I bought more. I haven't bought Ethereum in longer than that. I really should buy more. I bought some Cardano this week, like I said earlier. And I should say that too, in case you guys want, there is a link down to Voyager down below underneath the video if you guys want to buy some altcoins on that platform, and they give you a bonus. Also a link down there to BlockFi in case you want a different bonus, and you can put some money on there and get up to $250, and a link to Webull in case you want that. Some people are saying get into SafeMoon. It's not too late. Yeah, I might be making a SafeMoon video here tonight still. They're shorting Doge, moving to SafeMoon. Yeah, I think some people are moving to SafeMoon. Prod Bruce. Yeah, so if you want to scroll back, I actually talked about that. Someone asked why I feel confident in it. I talked about that a little bit earlier. Okay, so I think we're going to wrap it up here. Thank you guys for watching. Really interested to see what kind of comes out of Peloton, TTO, and MP Materials all announcing earnings today. If you guys want, like I said, oh, wait, we can't get off yet. How could I forget? However many likes we have, I'm buying some crypto with that. A number of likes. So let's see. We have 120 likes. So I don't know. I was just going to do $1. I was going to do $1 for each like, but we're not getting that many likes. I don't know. If you guys smash and get us up to 140, I'll do 2x. So if I think I'm lowballing it. If we get up to 170 in the next 2 minutes, I'll do double the amount in crypto. I'll buy $340 worth of crypto. So 170 in the next 2 minutes. Everyone smash the like button. Remind people to smash the like button, and then I'll buy the crypto. I'm stuck between a couple of different cryptos I could buy. SafeMoon is the moon coin. See you, SafeMoon. Yeah, so SafeMoon's had some news today since I did my video earlier. I might have to make another one. I need to cover some stocks though too, because we have a lot of stocks that have been hit hard after earnings. Okay, we're at 143. You know what? We'll pull up the app. So I want to buy more Cardano, but I also want to buy some other stocks too, or some other cryptos too. Honestly, I want to buy some more Bitcoin and Ethereum. I've been battling back and forth with it here. Buy SafeMoon, yeah. Thing is, I still don't hold SafeMoon. I want to buy some. I will buy some at some point. I was hoping it would come to Voyager because Voyager announced that they're adding more cryptos here soon, and they hold like 50 something cryptos. by market cap, SafeMoon is in the top 50 cryptos. So I was hoping that they'd add it there because it's just still a pain in the butt. I'm setting up Pancake Swap now, honestly, but I haven't bought it yet. So what do you guys think? Tell me. Ethereum, Bitcoin, or Cardano? What should I buy? I could get up to 1,000 Cardano. I'll have to deposit a little bit more if I do that. I'm at 0.3 Bitcoin. I'm at 6.5 Ethereum. Now, I just want to see what you guys think. I'm not necessarily saying that I will buy whatever we decide on here, just because I feel like that's not a good way of investing. But Cardano to the moon. Someone's saying Doge, Cardano, SafeMoon is the official moon coin. Ethereum. Yeah, man, there's something about those round numbers. Like with stocks, I don't have it where I need a round number because usually I buy like like with some of them it's just expensive, right? I'm not putting in like orders for $10,000 on stocks, so I buy Etsy and I buy 10 of them. Maybe I don't want $1,700 worth of Etsy or something. Maybe I buy 6. So there's just something about those round numbers in crypto that I like. I don't know. People are saying Cardano. Okay. You know what? How much of my portfolio is mostly Ethereum, like I said. And then I have some Bitcoin and some Cardano. I honestly think people aren't interested in Bitcoin, but I think it's by far the least risky, obviously. Just with so many large investors buying it and the demand for it. We're gonna do a little bit of everything, I think. You know what? Because I like you guys so much. Let's see how many likes are we actually at. I might be doing a little bit of everything. Okay, we're at 150 likes. You know what? If you guys promise to watch the next video I put out here, we'll buy a little bit of everything. So we'll buy some Bitcoin. We'll buy $175 worth of Bitcoin, and it's gonna kill me because just for the fact that it's not going to be a round number now, but we're going to buy some Bitcoin. We're going to buy some Ethereum. We're going to buy some Cardano, $175 of everything. Buy $175 worth of Bitcoin. Okay, done. I bought 0.003 Bitcoin. Oh man, doesn't it hurt to look back at how much you could have bought with a couple $100 like a couple years ago, or even just last year? Okay, $175 worth of Ethereum. Ooh, Ethereum pushing a little bit. Okay, so this will get me 0.05 Ethereum. You know, the thing is, I don't think I'll be sad about this in a year. I don't think I'll be sad at all. So buying Ethereum at the top, buying Voyager too, or going into Voyager, buying some Cardano. Let's see. We're gonna buy a round number of Cardano because I can keep it. Because I can keep it a round number. So what's $175 worth of Cardano? It's 104 ADA. So we're gonna buy a little bit less than that just so that it stays round. So 165, 163 maybe. No, that's too little. The one thing about Voyager is you have to play around with the price a little bit, which is kind of annoying. 167.5. What does that give me? 100 Cardano. Okay. Just bought. I could have just looked at the price. Why didn't I do that? So buying it almost at the peak here. Is that the peak? No, we were at $1.69 earlier. So buying it almost at the peak. So 100 Cardano, 0.05 Ethereum, and 0.003 or something Bitcoin. So bought what, $500 worth? Someone saying Dogecoin. Yeah. You know, there was a live stream where I bought AMC because I said, you know, whatever donations, I'll just throw it in AMC or GME. I might have to do that with Dogecoin like on Saturday or something. That would be funny. If we just rode Dogecoin all the way up, whatever donations are thrown in, we'll just throw it all in Doge. So that would be interesting. I'll be part of the movement then, and I'll just keep in Doge forever. I bought $50 of Doge originally at 39 cents. Now it is worth $75. So not too bad. But I just bought $50 of like 10 different small cryptocurrencies to try out Voyager. Since then, I added a lot to Cardano though. Yeah, so I've seen some of these tokens before, but I don't know if I really want to mention them on the channel. BNGO, why don't I talk about it more? Just because there isn't much news on it. I mean, it's falling a lot, but that's the case of a lot of different stocks. I still hold it, but yeah, just not much news on it. Same thing with Sens. Same thing with LifeMD. Those are three that people were asking about earlier. Like it's like a lot of the high growth stocks. There's just not much news on it, so I'm not going to cover it until there is news. And I've just covered a lot of stocks in general, so it's hard to cover everyone. But thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.